Hi there, it's Susan Cook with Rialto Academy and eXp Realty. And I'm here today with Kelly Wheeler, one of my peers in yes, and he's down in Orlando, Florida. I'm up here in Virginia. The wonders of technology, isn't that great?
Love
that we can meet today and have a conversation about digital marketing and using our technology tools to get more business. Kelly actually has strategies, scripts, and modalities to help get more expired and FSBO business. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have a conversation with him today. Hi, Kelly.
How are you doing, Missy? I enjoy watching you on Facebook.
Thank you so much. So, Kelly, tell me a little bit about your background.
Sure. For years, I was a swimming pool contractor. In Florida, everybody has a swimming pool.
Yes.
Up until 2009, it was a very lucrative business. I would say that my wife and I, our business, we were seeing weeks of $5,000 to $10,000 in income. Mm-hmm. I was a custom pool builder, so the pools that I built were, when you walked out, it didn't look like a concrete swimming hole. It was very luxurious. Well, in 2009, we all know what happened. The market shifted, and the housing market and construction particularly took a big nosedive. Mm. And unfortunately, people that wanted to buy a swimming pool usually did that by buying or getting a home equity loan. Well, banks were no longer loaning. They cut the credit flow to almost non-existent for several years. And I remember my last month in business, my wife and I had $1 million in contracts literally within 24 hours that we were going to sign with new clients, all four of them. I don't know if you remember when Bush had that big speech. This was right about the time of the elections. And he talked about, we need to pass such and such law. Well, all of my clients got scared. And I literally had 5 phone calls by the next morning where everybody canceled. And I called my wife and I said, we're out of the pool business. She's like, what? So I went through about 1.5 years of hell. I mean, when I say hell, we everything we had, we scrimped, saved. I mean, it was bad. And I started thinking about, what am I going to do in the next phase of my life? Well, I was good with sales. I was good with marketing, but I didn't have some of the fundamentals. So I taught myself. I became self-taught in website construction, in affiliate marketing, in how to get messages to market that match that business. And through a process of 1.5 years of getting my name out there, I had a law firm, a very prestigious local law firm, the biggest in the county, hire me as their marketing director. And I did that for about 3 to 4 years. And then another law firm picked me up, and I did that for a while. And I'm like, you know what? I'm good at this. I really have an affinity right now for real estate, got some friends in it, and it morphed into that. Well, I got hired by a real estate company. And for the last 4.5 years, prior to last December, I was the marketing vice president for marketing and sales. And my job was lead generation, website construction or website maintenance, hiring agents and then firing agents, training agents and getting them out on the field and helping them to convert. And then last December, I made the move to eXp. The 4.5 years I was with my broker, I wasn't licensed with the board. I was a real estate agent, but not a realtor, which leads me to now. I spent the last 3 to 4 months rebuilding my own brand and then learning some of the things that we get with eXp, like KV Core. And I have to tell you, Susan, it is an absolute dynamite of a lead generating and lead performing and lead maintaining system. Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at. That's the genesis of my story till now. And what I want to share along with you is some of the things that we as eXp agents and then others that are not but have similar systems should be using. But what I'm finding is a lot of agents, and maybe you can speak to this briefly, have all of these crazy tools, but they're just not using them, which is frustrating.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And the thing is that real estate agents for some odd reason are scared of technology and the learning curve, And I hate to lump people into a big old pool, but that's been my experience in teaching agents. And I've taught hundreds and hundreds of agents that, that this is the wave of the future. And if we do not embrace it,
yes,
and work through the bugs, work through the problems, and work through our own mindsets, then some other person is going to get the mind share of your potential clients.
Yeah.
And that is the reality of what we live in today.
That's true.
Because we live in a digital world. I just went and showed a house and with a new client. It took me a whole 2 hours. He sent me a request to have a showing in KV Core. I was like, okay. So I'm testing out I'm going to be teaching a new, it's not a new app, but a new product called HomeSnap, new to me. And so I was learning how to use it. I've got some things going on in the next couple of days where I'll be training on it, trying to get certified to teach it. And I communicated with him, with the listing agent, set up a showing, all in that app, in one app on my phone. And that is amazing.
That is
amazing that I could send him back and forth. And two, all in that app, in the texting part of it, is the record of all of that. I don't have to go looking in other modalities. Now, he's getting nurtured in KV Core. Don't get me wrong about that. He's getting nurtured there. But, sometimes we need some additional things to try to keep them from going to that big bad Z word. You know what I mean? Right. We don't.
Matter of fact, while we were talking, they called me on my phone. The big Z company, they're hunting me down and want me to spend about $80 a lead right now in my area. And literally, I just got a phone call. I've got my phone on me from Zillow. They're calling me 2 to 3 times a day. And I keep telling them, I don't need you.
Right. I don't need you.
I've generated 8 buyer leads in the last 12 hours off of just stuff that I'm doing right now. I don't need that. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what KV Core gives us, the ability to master these techniques. And if you decide you want to pay for those leads, and there's nothing wrong with it, but if you want to do that, then you have something that you can put those leads into to start nurturing. Like you said, you're nurturing this guy, but he came to you through the system. And that to me is worth its weight in gold.
Yes. Yeah. Because they like using those systems.
Yes.
And looking at that on their phones and on, they like looking on their phone. And if we don't start using these tools, they're going to look at Zillow. And if you want your clients getting called by every real estate agent out there that pays for leads, then go ahead and let them use Zillow.
Correct.
Or get to know some techniques and some apps. And the one thing about HomeSnap is it's free. It's attached to my MLS.
I actually have HomeSnap, and I have HomeSnap on my KV Core. I have their page that has all the I'll give you a link to my site. It's on there.
That widget on your phone, on your page?
It's on my page. It's on my Kelly.Wheeler at exprealty.com. No, Kelly.Wheeler.
No, it's kellywheeler.exprealty.com.
That's it. I've got so many websites right now, but it's on there, and it's one of the drop-down links, as well as Keeping Matters Current. But all of that's on there now. I just haven't used a HomeSnap in that. But again, like you said, this is one of those things that as an agent, you've got to get proficient in and not be afraid of it. And I don't want to veer off anymore because I want to get into KV Core, but I don't know if you can see that. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is a video text. So I have buyer leads coming into me automatic. And what I do, most agents, what they'll do is they'll automatically call that lead, right? Yeah. So let's say you don't know me, Susan, and you came through my KV Core. You're a buyer lead that came into my KV Core, said, Sue is ready to talk. So I go ahead and call you, and you're like, I don't know who that
Who are you? I robocalls. I have 2 apps that keep robocalls from coming to me.
I do too. But But let me ask you this. What if I sent you a little video?
Yeah, that would work.
Where's it at?
That would work. Yeah. If we had Zoom, we would.
I'm a local realtor, and I promise I just tried to call you. I want to leave. That's it. So what I'm saying is something crazy like that. Your little smartphone sending a 35 to 45 second from a lead in KV Core of video text. Can I tell you that? And I speak to a lot of realtors locally: Keller Williams, Caldwell Banker, Rema. Very few of these guys are utilizing that, right? So you're now becoming different. You're separating yourself. But these are just things that are just common sense marketing tips that we should be doing right now. And we talked about KV Core. KV Core is a great CRM. We got some stuff here.
Yeah, listen, I just want to talk to one of the
Monica.
Monica says no one has been able to help me generate leads with KV Core. I always hear that everyone does. I've got nothing using squeeze pages. There must be something I'm missing. Monica, yeah, you're talking to two people here that get leads on a daily basis. I get as many leads as Kelly does, 8 to 10, depending on if I'm in Facebook jail. But my strategy is using social media.
Correct.
You know, I use social media quite a bit, and I test out a lot of things. But my goal was mainly to learn how to do it for free, to get leads for free. Now, some people pay for Facebook lead ads, lead ads. I haven't quite mastered that yet, but Kelly has
lead pages is what you're talking about, and that's the more expensive. But that's the one that's an actual lead. It's usually 80% of those are going to be you're going to get their information, as opposed to doing other types of Facebook lead generation. Your lead page ad is what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Kelly, why don't you tell us what you've been doing?
All right, so there's a couple things. And Monica, what I want to tell you, if you're still on with us, one of the pages that I use right now for lead generation with a KV Core squeeze page, I use not only the IDX, but I use a lot of the video squeeze pages. So if you want to see a sample of something that's actually converted, go to, and God help me make sure I do this right. Like I said, I got a lot of websites. It's www.newway2, and the 2 is the number 2, sell.com. So newway, number 2, sell.com. And that is a video squeeze page of actually New Way to Buy. Do New Way to Buy. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Newway, the number 2, buy.com. And that is an example of a KV Core video squeeze page.
Oh, I like it. So you use the landing page.
Yes. And on the bottom, well, look at the bottom. So Maria, on the bottom, if you'll go to newway2buy.com, the 2 is the number 2. You'll see a sample of one of our squeeze pages we have on KV Core. And you can record that video from your phone. You can record it from your computer. There's other things that you have. Put that video on that squeeze page, and on the bottom, I have a link to have the buyer schedule on my calendar a strategic meeting with me. So I let them do that, and it weeds through the garbage. I hate to say the word garbage, but it weeds through the tire kickers. And if I get a calendar link, that's a buyer that wants to talk right now.
Yep.
So that's a sample.
I like that.
That's a sample. So the squeeze pages are
in there. You put a video in there, and then you put the Calendly link instead of a squeeze link.
Yes.
For an appointment.
Here's why. If they're willing to go to my Calendly page, they're going to pick a date and a time. If they're willing to do that, then that's somebody that's thinking about. And here's the thing: on that squeeze page, put a message, put a unique selling prop. Don't say, "Hello, my name's Kelly. I'm a realtor with EXP, and I love buyers. I've been able to help lots of buyers. And if you're a buyer and you want the best agent in all of blah, blah county, then you need to talk to me because I care about you and your family." Then forget it. You're done. How about, "Hey, this is Kelly. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch this very short video. I love working with buyers, and here's why. My main goal as your buyer's agent is to save you thousands of dollars. Guys, we're going to get in there and not only find the best home, we're going to find a home where we can negotiate with a seller to pay a part or all of your closing costs, or I'm going to give you some of my commission at closing because I believe in what I do. Not only that, if you buy that home from me in the first 18 months, if you need to sell it, I'm going to sell it for free. we're going to list that home with no commission, and you're going to be able to move on to another project. See, now you're giving value there. You see, that type of squeeze page is a conversion squeeze page. But this mamby-pamby, I'm a great agent, EXP is a great company, I look so pretty, and you should deal with me because I care, and I'll give you 120%. That message is what everybody else does. And my concept is, if everybody's doing this, go do something different. Stand out like a fire. And you'll see, Maria, these squeeze pages starting to work. I hope that was helpful. You're welcome. So you follow me on Workplace. Why don't you private message me, and I'll give you some more examples, Maria, of some squeeze pages I use. But anyway, let's move on to KV Core.
Yeah. So
KV Core is a great CRM.
Your strategies with expireds, what you're doing with that, because
okay,
that's something that I haven't tapped into yet, and I know that you and a couple of other people are really doing this on a high level. Ernest Enrique, I think he's with us today too. It's another one.
He is a friggin' beast.
What I love, Ernest. He's on the West Coast, you know. So yep. Of course, I can't go to bed without my phone, right? So he's 3 hours later than me, and you know, he's like texting me, and I'm like, okay, I should be going to sleep, but okay, you know,
I tell everybody, he's my twin. He's my twin, other than the fact that I'm way heavier than him and I'm not Spanish. He's my twin on the other side of the coast. But listen, expires. Let's talk about this with regard to KV Core. We talked a little bit earlier about the fact that KV Core has a lot of layers of marketing. And unfortunately, agents get in there. My recruit right now that just came in, I'm having to walk him through this because he gets very frustrated.
Yeah.
With KV Core, I was a marketing expert when I came into EXP, and I got to tell you, it took me all of December and January to get my website set up, to actually go through videos, to get explicitly understanding and training on setting up drips, setting up your pages, setting up different ways of how the site's going to look. See, I didn't play with this. So I didn't really get out there and try to start selling and all of that until I had the fundamentals of that part done. Once I got in there, I created my own drip campaigns. I learned how to do it. It's not hard. But I learned how to go. So I created an expired campaign, a FSBO campaign, and an old expired campaign. And so what I do now is I take and I import leads into KV Core. That's one layer. I'll start them on like a fresh expired. See, there's two different types of expireds. There's one that expired today.
Yeah.
Right? He gets a different message. There's somebody that expired a year ago that most agents aren't going after. And that is like a big, huge field of opportunity. Why not go after expired 6 months to a year old that are not listed again when no other agent is going after them? So I've got a campaign for them. So when I put the expireds in, the drip starts talking to them via email, via text messaging. Then I'm going to use my phone, and I'm going to send them a video text of introduction. Hey, listen, this is Kelly. I'm a local real estate marketing expert. I'm not interested in selling your home right now. I just wanted to put a face to a local expert and let you know I'm here if you have any questions. By the way, you're probably going to be getting some mail from me, some different things. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll be more than willing to help you guys out. They're going to start getting direct mail from me. They're going to get video text. They're going to get emails and texts from KV Core. So all of that in combination, and Susan, I think you probably you know this better than me. When an expired goes expired, just because they're expired, don't think you're going to call them and be so good you're going to get it right there. There's at least 8 touches you need to do to get that expired or FSBO, right?
Well, first you got to get over the fact that they don't like me.
Correct.
They don't want to talk to me.
They don't. You're the enemy. You're the freaking reason why they didn't sell their home. And you're also a part of that lie they got. And they got locked into a 6-month contract. They got locked into no communication. They got told after when the agent signed them up, the agent's like, oh, you're priced right. Your home's priced right. We're going to get.
Yeah.
Then the agent starts coming back 3 weeks later. We got to drop the price. That's who they think real estate agents are. So it's a challenge. I always tell people this. When you're marketing to expireds, it's almost like you're getting ready to go on a date with a girl that was severely abused by a man. And now you've got to walk through that stuff and get them to trust you. But with my expireds, it's usually between 4 and 8 touches for them to really feel comfortable talking to me. And I make sure I give them some serious unique selling propositions. As a matter of fact, I'm going to share some of those with you today. And you're welcome to correct me when I'm done because this is your page. But for any new agent or agent that's struggling, sometimes you have to break the mold and do things that are uncomfortable, or you have to do things. And I'm not talking about cold calling. That's a whole different thing. I'm talking about doing things that others will judge you for doing, calling you weak, calling you, oh, you're that kind of agent. So I've got some things that I share with people that are struggling or people that are maybe new that don't have the sphere of influence. So when you talk to that expired, let me ask you this, Susan. Let's say you have nothing on the books right now, no income coming in for real estate, and nothing's working for you. Would you be willing to do something that you might be looked down upon to get 2 or 3 quick sales?
Yeah.
Totally up to you. Yeah. So what I do, and when I have an agent coming to me and they want to try out the expireds, first thing I do is I say, don't cold call. Every agent in your town is cold calling them. Put their information into KV Core. Find out everything you can about that client. Use sites like Spokio. There's other sites that I have I'll share with you in a minute that are very inexpensive, but I get data right now. But get all that information in there. But here's the deal. They were just listed with a Keller Williams or Remax at 6%. You have nothing on the books. Why not send them a letter and say, hey, listen, I am a local real estate marketing expert. Here's all the things I'm going to do to get your home sold. Would you welcome a conversation with me where I think I can save you a lot of money on the front end if I can help you as a buyer's agent? Why not go ahead and give them a point off, right? Entice them with something financial if they're willing to work with you on the buy side. So you get, say, 1.5% to 2% on the sell, but you're going to get 3% on the buy side. Guys,
Right.
there's things you have to do until you build a pipeline that guarantees or brings in income. So I have no problem with agents dropping commission on the sell side if they get the buy side. And I guarantee you the Keller Williams broker is not going to let his people do that, right?
They will. I came out of that brand, so I can say that they're really not going to be that tough on you on there. However, they don't really teach you that. They coach you to ask for a full commission. Let's just leave it at that,
Correct.
and know your worth and get through your limiting beliefs that you're.
By the way, Monica, I see your questions and we'll get to those in a minute.
Yeah. Ernest says to talk about, do you use thanks.io?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've used it too. Love it.
Love
It
it.
is one of the most, I'll never buy another postcard. Thank you very much. Why would I want to buy another postcard when they'll do it for me?
Yeah.
And do it for the price, a little bit above the price of a stamp.
So check this out. Monica had asked about how do you get email for expireds?
Email for expireds.
Tagging on Thanks.io. So with Thanks.io, you can take and go to let's say you want to do neighborhood farming.
Mm-hmm.
You can go in and use their map feature and basically take an entire neighborhood and click yes. And Thanks.io will deliver to your dashboard every address, every owner, and in most cases, phone numbers, and in some cases, email addresses. You can import that to KV Core, and now you've got an audience you can start marketing to. Yep. You can also send them a home evaluation postcard. You can send them hey, listen, but nothing to do with me wanting to list your home. Send them a card that says, hey, listen, here's some really great contractors. If your roof is damaged, or if you're looking to paint your home, or if you're looking for maid service, I just wanted to introduce you to these companies. They're fantastic. Hey,
register on my Homekeeper app.
Correct. With Thanks.io, I have their paid account, so I pay like $90 a month. My postcards cost me 35 cents a postcard, which includes the card and the postage.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an investment in my business, but that generates leads into my KV Core because I can download that map right into it.
It is the best game in town.
Right.
It encapsulates a lot of different things that we have to pay thousands of dollars for. Cold resource or I'm a fan. I am a big fan.
I was going to hold on to this for last, but I'm going to drop a bomb right now. All right. Okay. And so for people that are going to watch this, maybe even say something on like when you put, hey, look at this rebroadcast, at about 20 minutes in, there's a massive bomb that got dropped. Monica, if you have $59 a month, there's no contract. I'm all about sharing free lead sources, and I have those I'm going to share. But if you want something where you can get the name, the phone number, the email address, and the address, and it's about 79 to 85% accurate. Way better. And I used to pay for Red X Onyx. I paid for Land Voice. I had all of those things, and they're great, but what I found absolutely just crushes them. So if you want Go to a company called, let me put my glasses on. Ever since I hit 50, man, this just sucks. Go to, their company's called myplusleads.com. So myplusleads, right? And there's a 14-day free trial. Now, under the free trial, you don't get to download a CSV, so it's one at a time, right? So for the 14 days, take 10 leads a day and manually put them over into KV Core. But make sure you have an expired and a FSBO campaign ready to go, right? So at the end of 14 days, it's $59 a month for FSBO and expired leads in 2 counties, right? LandVoice is over $120 or $30 a month or more.
Yes, very.
Red Onyx is like $200 a month. This is $59 freaking bucks a month, and they have better contact information that's more accurate than the other. So myplusleads.com, you get that information, you upload that into CRM. You can use the dialer, the squeeze pages. You can send, since you've got the emails, create a video squeeze page, send it right to them. You can use an IDX page, send it to them. Send them a free CRM. Don't ask them to go sign up. Go ahead and do a CRM and say, hey, look, guys, I don't, not that you have to buy or you have to list with me. This is a free service. I just wanted to show you what's going on in your neighborhood. How about this? Send the expired all of the sales going on around them and comps. This is a free service. I just wanted you to see what's going on out there. Let me know when you're ready to jump back in the market if you have any questions. That's what you can do with that data. So you take it from MyPlusLeads, download the CSV, upload it to your CRM, and now, Monica, you have more leads. You can do 50, 100, 200 leads at a time, and I promise you, it'll be more leads than you can handle. Then you start direct mailing those leads. You start video, then you take and do a video text to those leads. Set up 3 hours a day to do this, and you will have listings within 30 days. I promise you, you will start to have listings, but you better have an offer, a compelling offer. Don't just go in and say, I'm good, my company's good. I mean, know what you're saying. And this video today isn't about how to craft the offer for you. We can do one of those down the road, but make sure you have a great offer. And Sue, I know you can help people like that come up with crafting offers.
A value proposition, yeah.
Correct.
Yes. It is so important to know your worth and know what you're bringing to the table.
Correct.
And that just because you craft one today doesn't mean that you have to that has to be for the rest of your career. Correct. Today, my value proposition is this. This Correct. Is what I'm going to do for you. And I loved what you had to say. I'm going to give you, if I don't save you thousands of dollars and get you some or all of your closing costs, I'm willing to go, I'm willing to get $500 from me at closing out of my commission as a way of saying it however you want. That's right. I'm going to do this for you at closing. Correct. And I'm with you for the long haul. You don't have to, I want to put some skin in the game Correct. In your future. Correct. And that's an amazing value proposition. I love that. Here's the other one. You can't, and for people like Monica and others that watch this, not Ernest, you're going to hate this, so just cover your ears. But if I'm a new agent or I've just come over to EXP or I don't have anything on the books, I mean, we need to all have at least 2 deals going on in our pipeline all the time, right? But if you don't, sometimes you have to get a little bit what I call starvation real estate. So you go after a $350,000 listing, offer them 1.5 points if they let you be their buyer's agent. Hey guys, if you're going to be selling the home and moving within 35 miles,